Magandang araw pa rin po sa ating mga kamatalino at kamatyaga. Ngayon po ay patuloy nating pag-aaralan ang simple annuity at general annuity. Pero sa pagkakataon naman pong ito ay ituturo ko sa inyo ang pag-compute ng ating tinatawag na future value. But before that, we'll define first what is future value. So the future value of an annuity is the total value of a series of equal payments made or received at regular intervals over a specified period, assuming a certain interest rate. Okay? So, paano ba natin kinukuha yung tinatawag or kinukompute yung tinatawag nating future value? Okay? So, the formula for calculating the future value of simple annuity is, ayan. So, we have F equals R times 1 plus I raised to N minus 1 over I, where R po ay ating periodic payment, I is the interest rate, and N is the number of period times number of years. Okay? So, ito pong formula na to assumes that the payments are made at the end of each period. Okay? So, if the payments are made at the beginning of each period, kailangan po nating i-adjust yung ating formula. Okay? So, ito yung makakatulong sa ating mga businesses, no, to understand the total value of a series ng cash flows over time and maintindihan natin yung compounding effect ng interest. Okay? So, let's proceed now to our first example of future value in simple annuity. So, Miss Santos is receiving 500 pesos monthly for the next 2 years, and she invested each payment at 2.5%. How much would Miss Santos have at the end of 3-year period? Okay? So, anong una natin gagawin? Of course, is to find the given. Ang ating pong payment ay 500 pesos. And then, ang ating interest rate ay 2.5%, 0.025. Ang time natin ay 3 years. Of course, ang month natin is yan. So, dahil po monthly, no, therefore, it is 12. Okay? And ang end natin, para makuha natin is yung ating time na 3 years times yung ating month compounding na number of compounding or the conversion period is 12. So, 3 times 12, ang n natin ay 36. Okay, then we'll just substitute to the formula. F is equal to the regular payment, 1 plus I raised to n minus 1 over I. Okay, so ang R natin ay 500. Substitute 1 plus, ang I natin ay 0.025. Okay, ang n natin ay 36 minus 1. All over again, ang I ay 0.025. So, if we'll solve that, ang atin pong result, 28,650.7631 or 28,650.71. Okay? So, therefore, Ms. Santos would have 20,650.71 at the end of 3-year period. Okay? So, again, ito po ay simple annuity. No? Kasi makikita nyo, ito ay monthly. Okay? So, same. Next. Ang atin pong example number 2. In order to save for his college graduation, Angelo decided to save 500 pesos at the end of every 3 months. If the bank pays 3% compounded quarterly, how much will his money be at the end of 4 years? Okay, so 3 months po, every 3 months or quarterly, that is the same. Okay, so now, ano po yung given natin? First, regular payment is 500 pesos. Then, ang ating conversion period is 4. Tingnan natin yung sa ating interest period. And then, I is equal to 3% or 0.03. Ang ating J is I over M. So, 0.03 divided by 4 is 0.0075. Ang ating T ay 4 years. At ang N natin is yung time natin, the 4 years times the conversion period 4. So, that is 16. Okay? Substitute to the formula again. R is 500 times 1 plus I is 0.03 raised to 16 minus 1 all over again. I is 0.03. Okay, so if we'll compute that, the result is 10,078.44065 or 10,078.44. So therefore, Angelo's money at the end of 4 years is 10,078.44 pesos. Okay, so now let's proceed to the future value of general annuity. So here, the formula for calculating the future value is F equals R times 1 plus J raised to N minus 1 all over 1 plus J raised to K minus 1. So where R is the periodic payment, J is the interest rate, okay, yung I over M, over compounding period. So N is equal to compounding period times time, while the K is the payment period all over the interest period. Okay? So, let's see our first example para mas maintindihan natin. Right? So, find the future value of an annuity, 50,000 pesos, payable semi-annually for 5 years if money is worth 8.5% compounded quarterly. Okay? So, ang ating payment period is semi-annually. Ang ating interest period ay compounded quarterly. So, that's not the same, no? Ito ay general annuity. Okay? And tama naman, no? Kasi general annuity na tayo. Again, kunin muna natin kung ano ang ating given. Ang ating periodic payment is 50,000 pesos. Ang M natin, saan natin titignan? Again, dito po sa ating interest rate. So, equals 4 po. Ayan, quarterly. Ang time natin is 5 years. So, 5. Ang N natin is, this is M times T. So, 4 times 5 is 20. Ang ating I, or interest rate, 8.5% or 0.085. Ang key po natin is we will divide the, where is it? So, this is semi-annually, okay? So, therefore, ito ay 6 divided by ang atin pong, dahil ito ay, ito semi-annually means 6 months. Dahil ito ay quarterly, ibig sabihin po every 3 months. So, every 6 months, magbabayad, every 3 months ang ating interest, no? Rate period. So, 6 divided by 3 is equal to 2. And then, ang chain natin is I over M. So, 0.085 divided by 4. And that is 0.02125. Okay, so substitute na natin sa ating formula. Ang R natin ay 50,000 times 1 plus 0.022125 raised to. Ang ating N ay 20 minus 1 all over 1 plus J 0.02125 raised to, ang K natin ay 2 minus 1. So if you will compute this, the result will be 608,586.49778 or round up, we have 608,586.50 or therefore, the future value of an annuity is 608,586.50 pesos. Okay? Proceed our last example. So, let's say Miss Olivia saves 10,000 pesos every 6 months. So, makikita po natin dito na every 6 months po ang ating payment period in a bank that pays 3% compounded quarterly. So, hindi po the same ang ating payment period at interest period. No? So, that is example of general annuity. The question is, how much will be our savings after 5 years? Okay? So, now, given the periodic payment or the regular payment 10,000 pesos, ang atin pong compound conversion period is quarterly. Ang time natin ay 5 years. At ang N natin ay 4 times 5. So, M times T is equal to 20. Ang atin pong interest rate, 3% or 0.03. Ang atin pong K, okay, saan nanggaling yung 6? Every 6 months, yan. And ang quarterly, it means that every 3 months. Okay? So 6 divided by 3 is equal to 2. And then, ang atin pong J is I over M. So 0.03 divided by 4. Ito po, 0.03 divided by 4 is 0.075. We will just substitute that to the formula. Regular payment, 10,000 pesos, 1 plus. J is 0.0775, N is 20, minus 1, all over, 1 plus. J is 0.0075, raised to, K is equal to 2, ayan po, minus 1. So, ang makukuha po nating answer is 107,054.63997 or round up, 107,054.64. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, the future value of Miss Olivia's savings after 5 years is 107,054.64 pesos. Okay? So, that's how we're going to compute the future value, no? Kapag pinag-usapan natin ang simple annuity at ang tinatawag nating general annuity. So, once again, thank you for watching and don't forget to like and subscribe.